Well, got our first taste of being contractors. Ordered trusses. They weren't right. They showed up and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, they had a gable end on them, or they're made for a gable. They had 2 pitches, not even close to what I wanted. So I don't know if it was a miscommunication of what I relayed to the guy building them, or if he misunderstood what I said, but regardless of the fact, they were wrong.
Before the whole truss debacle, Jason first needed to get ready for all the gravel that was coming in. He added some 2x4s around the perimeter of the pole barn and then laid out some landscape fabric to stop grass from growing underneath.
Well, the hits just keep on coming. The gravel guy couldn't get in here. He got about that far and just started spinning because of the grass. So, with that being said, I guess we are going to dump it in my driveway, and then I'm gonna have to find a way to get it over here. It's a lot of gravel to spread. Well, it looks like I know what I'll be doing for the next couple days. So that gravel has to go over there. So that's gonna suck.
Luckily, Jason could hook up a cart to his golf cart, which made moving the gravel much easier. The original plan was for the gravel to be dumped in the structure while there were no trusses on.
Attempt number 2, trusses are here. Those are looking right. Alrighty, well here they are. These look a lot better than the other ones. We're gonna dump them and see what happens. On our way to go get our roof metal. It's coming from Athens, Georgia, from Georgia Metals. I got Jamie's trailer here. I got a little modification there because the metal's longer than the trailer is. So I got a little modification going on. I think that'll work. And I got my man Jones on the camera, and as you can see, it's freaking pouring rain.
Yeah, it's a rainy day.
So again, good friend Jones helping me out, or else I would have had to take Nana to go get this metal because it's 25 feet long. So let's go get this stuff.
Let's do it. Yo, are you sure these are for the right people?
Yeah. Hey, you know what they say, bro? It ain't who you are, it's who you know. That's all there is to it.
So we got the metal, but we're not gonna install it in this video. That'll be the next video. There's still a lot of work that we need to get done before we're ready to make that happen. Hey, don't forget we gotta film that NordVPN ad.
What? VPN ad?
Yeah.
I have no idea what VPN is.
You don't know what a VPN is?
Never even heard of it.
Oh gosh. For those of you who may be like Jason over here and you don't know what a VPN is a virtual private network that helps protect your online identity by hiding your IP address. And NordVPN is the best. They have locations all over the world. They have 5,200 locations in 60 countries.
Wow.
That's a lot. Not only that, but they are super fast. They are the fastest VPN out there. One click and you're in.
Wow. Even I could do that.
Another thing that NordVPN helps you out with is that it helps out with your bandwidth throttling.
What does that mean?
You know all those times when your internet speed goes really, really slow? Yeah. NordVPN encrypts all of your traffic so that your internet service provider can't slow down your streaming speed. If you want access to these features and many more, you can get an exclusive NordVPN deal at nordvpn.com/RayJ. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. We'd like to thank NordVPN for sponsoring this video. I don't think that's legal, bro.
Well, I'd rather that than have all my metal laying on the ground out there in the middle of 74. You got all my tools from yesterday, right? Because I left everything at the job. I left so fast.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. I don't think we're gonna need that.
Yeah, we do.
What do you mean?
We're definitely gonna need it.
What is that? What kind of confidence is that?
Breakfast Pringle?
That's what you had for breakfast?
Yeah.
Pringles.
I didn't sleep last night.
Well, I can have Nana make us some eggs. So we got a pretty epical day today. Truss day. It's actually kept me up a few nights thinking about this. You know, because this is our second go at these. These are our second set of trusses. First one's no go. But we got them. So we're going to put up 7 trusses. 6 foot on center down the beam there. So we're gonna put some bracing up to get the first one up, and then once the first one goes up, we'll just pull some numbers. We'll lay them in. The hard part, I think, is going to be getting them up there. So I think maybe one guy on the high side with a rope. We'll throw a rope on these, pull the high side up. The other guy's gonna have to walk up the scaffolding with the low end.
Wait.
And stick it up there.
Where's Nana?
Dude, Nana already told us, don't even call her. She saw those land, she was like, I'm out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just you and I, bub.
What about your kids?
Well, you ate a good big breakfast, right? So you should be beefed up.
No, dude, I had 2 hours of sleep.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, we're in so much trouble.
Now it was time to start putting these things up. We added a block on the outside of these first 2 posts to keep the truss from falling off while we put it in place, and it also helped to make sure that the truss was flush with the outside edge. What we forgot to remember was that the inside edge of the post on the tallest side were going to stick up too far because the trusses are angled down. Good thing I had the Sawzall handy. Alright, so I decided to carry the Sawzall around with me today as a joke. But turns out, we already need it!
You need me to come up there and make sure you're doing that right?
Like taking an inch out of this whole thing.
No, you don't need to take an inch out of the whole thing.
Well, no, I don't, but just in case.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we're in trouble.
There we go. Now that truss fits more better.
One thing we're gonna do just to add some sturdybility to this thing is we just got some angle bracing. I got some old pine boards that Jamie didn't want, so I took these. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna set these up on each truss down to the girder on each side, just to keep these things level straight up and down, and just to add some sturdybility to the whole structure. So we got our angle braces in and got our first truss completed. The great thing about all these time-lapse clips is that you don't get to see how long it actually took us to just get started and complete putting up that first truss. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to get started and work out all the tweaks that you don't expect. It took a little bit extra time, but we ripped down all this bracing to 3 inches because the ones that we started to use were too wide and it just was hanging over the band, and so rip these down to 3, that way they won't hang over either side of the band. So we got that done.
Yeah, and we made Nana some more kindling.
Dude.
That's really all that matters.
She gets excited about certain things. Kindling's one of them, dude. I have a whole box over there full of kindling just for Nana. One thing I am doing before these trusses go up is that I'm gonna lay out where my 2x4s are going. So like we talked about, 2x4s going every 2 foot across this way. 1 for sturdybility, and 2 just to screw the tin to, is really all it's there for, is just to hold the tin up. Structurally, it's not really doing anything except for just holding the tin up. So I'm just gonna pull here and I'm just gonna go up the truss and mark 2 foot on center.
Now we were really ready to get into the groove and place the rest of the trusses, which went a lot faster. It was pretty satisfying to see the pole barn take shape and what it was going to look like as each truss went up. I'm sure it relieved Jason as well to know that all the planning was paying off.
Man, we're killing it, man. Two to go. 5 in, 2 to go.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect.
I'm getting hungry, dude. There's a rain alert too, 120.
I see blue skies, food, you know. Nana, I think she's making lunch.
What's she making?
I don't know. She's ever making something.
Bojangles?
She definitely ain't making Bojang. No. She's on that keto diet.
Keto.
Yeah, she's watching the carbs.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's going to Bojangles. We're probably gonna have like asparagus and like spinach.
Dude.
For lunch.
You don't even eat that, so I know that's a lie. And we got our last 2 trusses up. It was a lot of work for just the 2 of us, so we're glad to be done with all the heavy lifting, and even happier that everything turned out perfect. It really gave us something to be proud of. Jason then got ready to run a string line on the outside of the girders. He'll explain more about that in a bit. Where's the other half of this thing?
What's that?
Where's the other half of your extension ladder?
Yeah, I'm so poor I can only afford half of it.
They sell them like that?
I stole it probably.
Oh, I need to give me one of those.
So Jones had to go home and take a nap. He said he didn't sleep at all last night, so he left. And now it's starting to snow. But I need to get this thing still buttoned up. First thing I gotta do is, you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, but you can see that string line. right there. It's off about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 down the line there. So I need to put the whole structure, push it that way. So I got the 2 braces in the middle, 4 braces. I got those loosened up. I'm gonna try just to push it and see if I can get that thing straightened up. And if I can, I'll button that up, and then I'm gonna start doing the 2x4s, and hopefully I don't get snowed out, but it's starting to snow pretty good here. I was able to get that one done. I'll show you there. String line super tight there, but this post still is off a good 3/4 or so. So I can't do it by myself. I'm trying to push and rack it from over there, but it just keeps going back. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is get creative. I got myself a come along and some rope and some chain. I guess what I'll do is I'll just put a big stake in the ground out here, rope it up to there, and just see if I can't come along this thing and get it jacked over to where it needs to go, and then put the braces back on. So let's give that a try.
Even if I was there to help Jason, it would have been hard to get it to move. Using a come along works a lot better.
I don't know if you can see that, but she's dead straight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that come along down there just while I do all these 2x4s. So as you can see now, I have all my marks, marky marks going up. So I'm just gonna put 2x4s, boom, 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 all the way down and across this whole entire thing. Working on these 2x4s, so all I'm doing is I'm just taking a measurement at the bottom here, what that should be, and that might be the same, should be the same at the top. Now again, we plumb these things, but there are some flex in these things, so there's no way that they're gonna be perfectly stripping down. So I don't wanna take measurements across the top because that's not gonna be true. So I'm just gonna take my measurement at the bottom, cut them that length. Now trying to put these up by myself is a little bit difficult just because I'm trying to hold this in and put it in there, and then I'm trying to shoot it. So I got a little trick here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screw. I'm gonna stick a screw in the end like this. That way I can take it and hang it over there while I shoot this side. And then go over there, take the screw out, bring it down, and then just shoot it. And it'll be way easier that way. Well, I got a few of them done. So it looks like I got about 14 out of about, I don't know, 500 or so I have to do. I don't even know how many I have to do, but so that's the concept. Just 2x4 straight across, 2 foot on center, all the way up the top. So it's starting to snow again. It kind of sucks, but hey, tomorrow's another day. I'm gonna get back at it tomorrow and see if I can't bust all these 2x4s out.
And it ended up snowing a bit, but Jason kept pushing through. Then Jason fell and couldn't get up. Just kidding. I thought he did when I was editing this video, but that was just his tool belt that he took off and put on the ground. There's still some work that needs to be done before we can put the metal on the roof, including Jason's favorite, painting. So stay tuned for the next episode where we complete the entire project, and be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed.